J2 Music. I have your placement book. I'm worried about the pressure. Is it ever at your own pace? I love that question. And this is why I love sync, because it's like it's yes and no, right? So this is how it works. You have deadlines. You know, when you sign deals with companies, they send you briefs. Those briefs usually have deadlines. So if you work on a brief, if you're going to submit something, you got to submit it by the deadline. If you don't meet the deadline, then you don't have a chance. However, you have the choice to work on the brief or not. You know what I mean? Like they're not gonna force you, like, do this. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not gonna ever force you to do anything. So it's up to you if you want to do it. Like if it's something where it's like, okay, I got time, I can knock this out. Cool. If you can't, like they're not gonna reach out to you, be like, yo, like we sent you a brief and you didn't create anything for it. We're gonna unsign you. Like that'll never happen. Today's video is brought to you by TV Placement Mastery. This is my high-level coaching program for producers to fast track you to your first licensing deal within 90 days. Now, this is an invite-only program, so you have to apply, and I only work with a few producers at a time. So just go to tvplacementmastery.com or click the link in the description to apply. So you can work at your own pace, by just picking what you want to work on. But just know, in doing that, you're going to get out what you put in. So if you only submit to one brief every 3 months, then you probably gonna get, you might get one placement like every two years or something. So, you get out what you put in sync, but it is flexible, to an extent. Either you work on it or you don't. You can make the deadline or you don't. You know what I mean? Nobody's tripping, taking it personal. It's all good, but it's on you. Like you get in the sync, you can't blame anybody else because you don't have placements and you only submit it twice a year. You know what I mean? You can't, like, at that point you can't say it's a scam and it doesn't work. Like you submitted 2 tracks, fam, in a year. So that's what you get out. Like you getting the placement is very, very slim with that amount of output, so that's what I'll say about that. But there's no pressure. There's no, like, unless you say yes to something. If you say yes to something, you tell somebody, you give somebody your words, you're going to work on a project and finish it by a deadline, then yeah, you should do that. But for a lot of the stuff that goes out, they're sending it out to their team of writers like, hey, this is what we have, submit what you can. If not, it's all good.